All right, welcome to JPhanta's 2020 tier list for LRs in Dokkan Battle. It's been actually a whole year, past a whole year, since the last time I've done this. And of course, Dokkan Battle has changed quite a bit. The last one being on the 29th of May, 2019. Got 650 likes. So I assume you guys enjoyed it. And I mean, 27 dislikes. Some people didn't like my perspective, but majority of you liked it. And if we can break 1,000 likes on this one, I'd really appreciate it. But I've got a tier list from tiermaker.com. It's got a bunch, it's got all the LRs in here from May 2020, which is still good enough since there's no new LRs technically that have been released in June or July, just upgrades. And so yeah, we're going to go through this, and you can't really argue with me because I got a turtleneck on. I mean, anybody with a turtleneck is kind of smart, so let's jump in to the tier list. They've got Z plus Z, S. I don't think we'll need all of it, but we'll just use it anyway. First off, the Barber. I think it's kind of easy for me, the Barber category. You just chuck all the pay-to-play cards. Easy stuff right here. All right, perfect. There it is. By the way, if you guys haven't already, check out in the description. There is my JPhanta live channel, the second channel, and my Twitch channel. I'd appreciate it if you both subscribe to the second channel and followed me over on Twitch. It's where I live stream and I do all those highlights. But here we go. We got rid of all the pay-to-play units, I'm pretty sure. Oh, except for Trunks and Mai. There you go. And now it's time to sort out the D tier. I think it's pretty simple for the D tier. I think it's just Piccolo in here. Although, I think he's kind of useful. Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to... should there be... There's a lot of tiers in here. Maybe we'll get rid of one. We'll delete one row. Alright, I think that makes sense. Alright, so we'll keep the tiers the exact same from the last year's one. Okay, remember this, alright? Remember. This is in the perspective of me using only free-to-play cards, using only free-to-play teams. Of course, this is going to change if you run pay-to-play cards because you have more comparisons to deal with, and it just makes it worse. So I might be over-exaggerating when it comes to ranking these, but this is just my honest opinion. It's really what a tier list is based on, the creator's opinion. So, I'm actually going to put Piccolo on C and Androids on D, right? I actually think LR Androids is the worst. I actually use Piccolo quite a bit. I use him especially for Dokkan Ultimate Clash, and he's a great tank. If there's like an int slot that I need a tanker, he's actually somebody I would actually bring. I know he doesn't have the damage output, but I mean, he's still an LR. He's still, for free-to-play standards, it's still pretty decent. While the LR Androids, I just find them to be lackluster, and sometimes I even struggle on getting the 18 key super, which is really necessary if you want to get the lowering attack and defense. So that's the reason why I'm putting him in D slot. But that's it. I think that's like the two worst LRs anyway. So you can, I'd assume you guys would switch them around here and there, depending on your use for the worst LR. And I don't think there's anybody else as bad as Piccolo at this point in time. I think we can just move on to the next tier, and this is where like the meat of it is going to be, like a bunch of cards. So like the average cards, the average to low average, we're going to have TN in there. He's just slowly becoming a little bit terrible. I think Frieza goes in here until he's Easy A, of course. I think his Easy A is going to be really busted as well. Then I'm going to have Physical Ginyu in there. He's quite good. He's alright. I mean, I just really rarely use him, and I mean, he's still got a flat boost. It's a pretty terrible flat boost as well, like 7,000, was it? For all allies. At least he's a key support. That's really nice. But other than that, like, his link's only suited for the Ginyu Force. I might do the same thing as I did last year, where I sorted him out through, like, left being the best and then the right being the worst. So I'm gonna put Hercule High B in this one. And then I think that should be it on the list. Yeah, I think that should be it for B. I don't think there's anything else I could add on the B section for now. I might change it in a little bit, but I think these four are solid Bs. I think Frieza's the best one out of the two, just because of how strong the Frieza family's category is. And then Hercule would be second best in B. Let's move on to A tier. We got the Goku and Bulma. I think the only card I haven't really tried is the Easy A 2000 Day Goku. And then, Easy A 1000 Day Goku. And then the Dabura and Babidi. I actually have Dabura and Babidi, but I haven't used them yet. So, keep that in mind as we go along in this tier list. Another A tier would be Ginyu Force, the tech one. I'm going to put Trunks in high A. I'm going to put, actually, Prime Battle Vegeta high A. And then Trunks. Yeah, I think I like this so far. Prime Battle Vegeta is still very useful, for sure, 100%. Trunks, Super Battle Road King, right there. And then Goku and Bulma, it's an iffy. To make them really good, you have to run this, like, specific team that will boost up all of their passive. But other than that, just a leader skill. And then Ginyu, of course, is essential for the Ginyu Force team. But other than that, there are better extreme supports out there. I'm going to also put Yamcha as well into the A tier. I think he's super solid. It's just that sometimes he becomes quite useless if he can't super attack, especially if he versus Peppy Girls, or if, like, the key isn't right, since he doesn't have the best links in the world unless you're running DB Saga. So I'm going to run him in the A tier. I'm getting a little bit more strict as we go along. And then I think the last person that can go onto the A tier will be Bardock. Again, same reason as, like, the Ginyu Force. He's really just there for the leader skill. I wouldn't use him as a support anytime soon. So really, his usefulness is on the low, but he's really, really good nonetheless. And he just goes up a higher tier than Ginyu Force because Super Class is way better than Extreme Class at the moment, and as well as Bardock team being way better. So yeah, I think that should be good for the A tier. Moving on to the S tier. So like A and B is like average. It's like the average now. For the S tier, this is where it gets a little bit more interesting. I'm going to put Great Saiyaman in here. The Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. Very good defensive unit. Good utility with sealing and stuff like that. It's just that there's just not many teams I could put them in that are really good. But yeah, they just have a lack of categories right now. Special Pose is probably one of their best as well. But other than that, I don't use them all too much. I think Oob goes into this tier. Amazing card. And Ella that greatly lowers attack is so good. And a solid attack and defense. Plus orb changing, which is really nice and easy to get the 18 key super because of the rainbow that he gets if he transforms, which is really easy to get the transformation, by the way. It's like not that difficult. I'm going to put Super Battle Goku in here. I'm going to put him in the high S. I use him all the time. You've seen it in many of my videos. The 100% leaders is insane. The support is insane. But he's not Z-worthy for sure. But very high up there. Even at 55%, and I use him quite a bit. The dodges, all that good stuff. See, like, I'm looking at all of these LRs, and I'm like, damn, they all deserve Z tier, but I gotta be more strict. LR, Raleigh, and Goku in here. They've fallen off quite a bit. They still do good damage, I won't lie. But, when those events where you rely on defense and they can't defend, it's really heartbreaking. But other than that, they're super solid. S tier deserved. I don't think they're Z tier. Demon King Piccolo, oh my god, like, it's getting harder to put these cards in the S tier. Demon King Piccolo is a tank. He's a tank. He is an insane tank and an insane leader, by the way. Like, the Terrifying Conquerors is not a terrible category, even for free-to-play. So, like, having him is really, really good. I was thinking of putting him in low Z, but I think high S would even out the tier list a little bit more. B-Pan, she's just solid. She's just a high-tier solid unit. Sometimes she can be a little bit unreliable. But other than that, super, super, super solid. S tier. That's why she's super, super. And then we have the last few remaining. I'm going to put Cell in the S tier. Like Demon King Piccolo, good leader skill. He's got lowering attack capabilities, healing capabilities, a solid attack and defense boost. Self-sufficient in the key in the end game. Really, really, really good. But I don't think it's Z tier right now. I just think he's like definitely top 10 LRs for sure. Then I think, is that it for the S tier? I think I want to add more to the S tier, but most of these are really high S tiers that could potentially be Z tier, but I want to make the Z tier like special. And that is going to be, who's going to be shoved into the S tier, unfortunately. I think Metal Cooler, I think just, he's good. He's really good, but there's just something in my brain that just doesn't want me to put him in to the Z tier. He can be really bad. I'm just saying, he just can be really bad when it comes to HP. If you just don't have that HP, you just can't really do that much damage to him. I know you can get those additional tags, and if they're all criticals, I mean, that's really good damage. It's just that damage isn't everything, right? Damage just isn't everything right now. And then Dabura and Babidi, I might put them in the... I might put them just a little bit lower than Metal Cooler. I think Metal Cooler has the categories, benefit, and then the lead skill is very universal. Dabura and Babidi are actually a very good card. Again, I haven't used them, so I don't know 110% how good they really are. Majin Musagi isn't like top tier at any point right now, and they do rely on getting that attack and defense. Margin Power, their support. There's not really a Margin Power free-to-play team. Remember, I'm basing this off like free-to-play only cards. And yeah, so I think lately, some events, you can't lower their attack or defense. But some events allow you to lower defense quite a bit. So that's why they're still very solid. It's just that I don't know their stats. I don't know how much defense they'll have. Well, I know Metal Cooler for sure. Anyway, these last 6 you're seeing here, they made it to the S tier. Woo! It's time to order them now, I think. I'm gonna put a 1000 day Easy A Goku at the top. I don't know how good his infinite stack is. Yes, he has an infinite stack. It's 1000 defense per key sphere obtained. It might seem minuscule, but, you know, added with the attack and defense plus 7% and the 77%, and then also the raise allies attack and defense 20% for 2 turns if you get the 12 key super, which is very good. I like anything that stacks for 2 turns when it comes to raises allies attack and defense is really nice. Even the 30% for 1 turn, you know, his defense looks like it can be insane. Of course, I've never used this card in my life yet. I'm still... If I find one in my friend's box, I would definitely use him. I think he's going to hit like a truck, especially with the SA-25 and all that. And the nuking capabilities, you know, it's all there. It's all there. I'm giving him a little bit of hope that hopefully that defense stack, plus of all the other defenses that he gets, it makes him a really good defensive unit. I think Vegeto's still... I think he's solidified his spot in the Z tier still. He might not be the best LR now, but he's definitely solidified himself. I think Krillin, of course, goes up here. I think he's behind Vegeto, though. Krillin, he only has 2 categories, while Vegeta has, like, many. And the only thing beneficial is that you can use him in the World Tournament and do bits. But the World Tournament isn't the #1 essential thing to do in Dokkan Battle. You can skip the World Tournament and be fine with your Dokkan account. His leader skill is kind of good. It's the best you got in the Earthlings category, of course. And, I mean, he's a solid attack and defense builder. What can I say? But not as good as Vegeta, I think, still. LR Goku. Every time I've used him, 3 million plus attack stat. Insane. He might not have the highest defense, which is why he might most likely go behind them. But you could say the differ. But every single category he's in, he's pretty much my first choice selection. He's he provides key, he's self-sufficient. Links could be better, but of course, if you have the right links to link up with him, level 10, I forgot to mention. I don't have everybody here level 10 links. I haven't even got anybody's level 2 links, actually, to be honest. I haven't been working on that as of lately. Yeah, I think, I'm pretty sure someone told me he's like the top 15 best cards in the game right now. So, I mean, should I put him up higher? I'm not sure. I've never used a level 10 link, so I don't know. But I'm just going to keep him there because this is just my opinion, my usages of them. And then LR Gohan, he is a beast. I think I put him... If you have Goku on there... Imagine you having these two in one team. You can put these guys in one team. technically, have a Goku's family is just like the best team ever. Damage reduction, good attack and defense. Oh my god. Like that. I think that's gonna... Something like that, man. Something like that looks really good. And then Goku Black. See, I think Goku Black stays in low Z. I think if you're smart enough to get the 12 key super when needed to raise or 18 key depending on if you need to lower or raise your defense, I think he's good. He becomes so good if you do get his final kill part of the passive max. So I'm just gonna put him in low Z tier, and that's my tier list, really. Yep, I think I'm happy with that. Maybe the order could change here and there, but if you have some of your own opinions, let me know in the comment section. If you could hit this video to 1,000 likes, I'd really appreciate it. Remember, turtleneck gang, so you can't really argue with me. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, check out all my social medias down below. Leave a like on this video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace out.